Scheduling activities is an important part of keeping in touch with our contacts. In this video, we'll see how to schedule activities in ACT, how the activity invitations are sent, and how to manage them by using the task list. Activities can be appointments or phone calls, but they can also be task-driven things like to-dos or even personal activities. Let's say that I've been asked to take a business trip to make a sales presentation to one of my contacts at a company called 8-Bit Aleworks. The first thing that I would normally do is to call them to make arrangements to set up a time for the presentation. So to start, what I want to do is locate the company. So in the left navigation of ACT, I'm going to click on Companies, and then in my tree view I'll find 8-Bit Aleworks and I'll click that. Now the contact that I need to get in touch with, his name is Ryan Wheaton. And here he is under my Contacts tab, so I'll click his name to open his contact record and go to his detail view. Now to schedule a call with him, I'm going to click his Activities tab, and I can see that I don't currently have any activities scheduled with Ryan, so from the global toolbar at the top, I'm going to click the Call button. This opens the Schedule Activity window, and as you can see by default, it has selected a call activity type. So let's set the date for today, and let's just say I need to call him at 1 o'clock. This call will probably only take about 15 minutes. In the regarding area, I just want to remind myself what this call is going to be about, so I'll type in call to schedule presentation and to make travel plans. For priority, I can change this from low to maybe medium, and if I want, I could make a ring alarm remind me to give Ryan a call. Once I have all those settings complete, I'll click OK, and now you can see that this activity appears here in the Activities tab for Ryan. If I go to my calendar, the activity also appears on my calendar for today. The next thing I want to do is to set up this business trip as a meeting activity in ACT so that it shows up as an activity on my calendar as well. So going back to my contact, Ryan Wheaton, now I'm going to click the Meeting button. Now I need to set a date and a time for this meeting. So I'll say we're going to have this meeting next Tuesday, and it's going to be at 10 a.m. And this meeting will probably last about an hour. In the regarding field, I'm just going to title it Sales Presentation. And for priority, let's make this one medium high. Now I can also change any of these color codes if I want. Maybe that orange isn't dark enough. Change it to whatever color I want. And one other thing that you can do here is check this Send Invitation email box. What this will do is it'll send an invitation by email in the iCalendar format so that Ryan could quickly accept the meeting invitation and add it to his own calendar. But I'm happy with this for now, so I'm going to click OK. And now this new meeting activity shows up in Ryan's Activity tab. If I want to view all of my activities, not just the ones for this contact, so that I can keep track of my schedule, all I have to do is go to the task list in the left navigation, and then by using the filters at the top, I can view only the activities that apply to me. Notice that activities here by default are listed in chronological order, starting with the next upcoming activity. It's real easy to double-click any of these activities to edit them, make any changes, and then save them back to the calendar. If I want to clear an activity off of this list, maybe I've just completed it, you can use the boxes on the left to do that. So let's say that I just finished making my call to Ryan at 8-Bit Aleworks. All I need to do is check the box to the left of that activity, and that's going to pop open the Clear Activity screen. The most important part of this screen is the results area. Was this call completed? Was it attempted? Or did you leave a message? You have these choices that you can select from and then add any details down below, such as Ryan is all set for the presentation. If I needed to create a follow-up activity, I would click this follow-up button, which allows me then to add a new activity based off of this one. But since we already have our presentation scheduled, I'll just click OK. And then you can see that this call activity is no longer on my task list. Instead, if I go to my history list in ACT, it shows me that this call has been completed. If I go back to Ryan's contact record, The activity is also no longer on his activity tab, but if I go to his history tab, then I can see that this history item has been created. So ACT allows us to schedule any number of activities with our contacts, and we can also invite them to these activities through email. We can even manage our activities with all contacts through our task list, completing them as we go.